essential for us to have energy, for us to feel good, for us to be able to focus. So this image is showing some of the symptoms of having uh, being dehydrated. And of course, obvious, right? Thirst, dry mouth, but the fatigue and headache and lightheadedness, I thought that was, whenever I'm feeling, like if I feel a headache coming on or I feel extra tired, I would always reach for water. And that's always, my family always knows, oh, mom's going to say drink more water. But is water enough? So next slide, please. Okay, so staying hydrated is is more than just drinking water because what happens in dehydration is that our electrolytes are lessened, right? We need to replace those essential electrolytes because it affects so many different um, bodily functions. Our recharge does that. It replaces the proper the I guess the right electrolytes. And not only that, but our recharge is clean. It is, there's like true to the Terraform. It has no GMOs, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, preservative-free, um, no artificial anything. So it's like a super clean choice. Okay, next slide. So how does it do it? Recharge supports your cells, hydration, and bodily functions with six key electrolytes. And we're going to look more into it in a little bit. It also has over 75 trace minerals, deep ocean trace minerals. And it has these other natural things in it, like baobab. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Baobab extract and ginseng root. Okay, next slide. So, when Recharge first came out, to be honest, that was the last thing I tried out of the MetaPWR system because my family was a liquid IV family. And all my, nephews and nieces, they all play sports and they all did liquid IV. That was like our thing, right? And I only started to do the recharge because I tried everything else. But it's amazing when it's this graph actually that made me go, huh, let me try this. Because recharge compared to these other top hydration drinks, packaged drinks, is pretty awesome. Okay, so let's look at it. All of them have sodium and potassium. And why? Because they're electrolytes that's needed for your body to function properly for hydration and blood volume, and your functioning of your nerves. Your nerves need to like fire and talk to each other, and your muscles. So, okay, so all of them have sodium and potassium. Okay, next. Two of them have magnesium. And, I hear a lot about magnesium, right? For like immunity and energy. Because magnesium affects so many different bodily systems. So two of them have magnesium. You know, Magnesium also um, supports healthy blood sugar levels or healthy, glucose into energy transformation. The stress and nerves, that's what I think of magnesium for is helping to deal with, being overstressed. Okay, next. But it's more than that too. Okay, so I wanted to look up a little bit about, okay, what else? And well, one of the challenges that we have is that we all know our food quality is getting lower and lower, right? It's getting worse. And the chemicals that are sprayed out in our air and that we're exposed to, all of that affects our body's ability to absorb and hold minerals. I thought that was really interesting. But then on top of that, like, it's age. It's as the older we get, the less we are able to hold and absorb minerals. It's like, it's one of those things with age, right? Kind of like the collagen. So that's all compounded. And this is why medical practitioners recommend taking some kind of magnesium supplement because most people don't have enough. Well, this little packet has 90 milligrams, which is equivalent to over 21%. So what a great bonus, right? That's how I saw it, like, ooh, bonus added in to your drink. Okay, next. Okay, so then looking at it further. So you got those two, right? LMNT, which honestly, I never tried LMNT. I tried the other two though. So what else? It's cheaper. It's like more cost effective than all the others. So right there, that's who doesn't want to save money, right? Plus you're getting the magnesium, sodium, potassium, plus those other 75 trace minerals. Plus, you're getting baobab extract, fresh ginseng, and our exclusive MetaPWR blend. And it's cheaper. Okay, next. So I was all, what the heck is baobab? I'm not even sure, like I said, if I'm saying it correctly, but it's a cool fruit. This baobab fruit has the highest antioxidant content of any fruit. So did you know that? I mean, that's pretty cool, right? And it has high vitamin C as well, which our bodies need, right? So not only does it help with glowing skin and collagen formation, which makes sense why this is all part of the MetaPWR family, but it also assists in healthy blood sugar levels, not to mention its antiviral and antimicrobial properties. So, baobab, I don't know. I made me wonder, like, can you buy that and what that would taste like by itself? It's in here. Okay, next. And then the other thing is ginseng. So, ginseng has been like an ancient Chinese kind of a supplement forever. I remember in the early 70s, okay, I know, like you guys wasn't born. All right. But in the early 70s, I used to go to India Imports in Ala Moana, and they used to have all these vials on right where you pay. And they were these little ginseng vials. And so, I always grew up thinking, what is this hippie dip stuff? And and they would say it was for inflammation. So I always think of it as for inflammation and energy, but also for our brain because it's supposed to be good for your memory. But when I was reading, it's also good for erectile dysfunction and blood sugar, blood sugar, which makes sense, right? Why it's in our MetaPWR and immunity function. Now, okay, I don't know how much you got to actually take for the erectile dysfunction, but hey, again, bonus, yeah? So, okay, next. All right, and lastly, it has our exclusive MetaPWR oil. As we know, you know, slows down the fat cell maturation. It curbs our appetite. I call the MetaPWR blend my energy in a bottle. I mean, I carry it everywhere. I have one here at my desk, you know. I carry them in all my purses in my when I go on trips because I'm kind and in my pocket. I always have one in my pocket because by the afternoon I'm like shooting that MetaPWR blend. So the MetaPWR blend is also in our recharge. Okay, so it's got all that and it's cheaper. Okay, next. So it makes sense when we read this testimony about, and I wanted to share this testimony because it's pretty incredible. It's about this woman's journey with her diabetes. And she was diagnosed with diabetes too. And she tried everything. She went deep diving into her research. She tried different diets. She tried shakes, and she couldn't control it. She couldn't, um, it just, she couldn't find anything consistent. And then when the recharge came out, it was the game changer for her. This is what changed everything. Sorry, my cat is distracting me right now. Um, so she said, after just days, she immediately felt the impact. And she said the hydration was the key, and the right electrolytes changed everything. So that was this. And so her A1C dropped from 13 to 7.1. Unreal. More energy. Shh, shh. More energy, right? And because of that, you have more confidence because you know what you can count on. So no more guessing and no more massive blood sugar spikes. So I just read up on this week, and you better believe it. I am ordering this for my dad immediately because I was telling him to drink it, but not nagging him. I gotta nag him and get him to do this every day. Okay, next. All right, so folks, let's make hydration our priority. All right, who doesn't need more energy, better skin, helps with your digestion, helps with your headaches. And so let's think about some tips. Like hopefully every day you're starting your day with a glass of water, preferably with VMG and Advantage. Zhut, blend it in. A lot of people put the recharge in with it. I carry a water bottle because it's a good measurement for me as far as how many times I refill it. So that's another way, right? And add in your recharge. I do my recharge every day in the afternoon with a Mito 2 Max. And that zips me through my afternoon, like, happy kind zips. So think about how you're going to make hydration. How are you going to make hydration a priority for you? Jot it down in the chat. What are you going to do to make hydration a priority? Pick one thing. Start with one thing that you can do. Okay, let's see. Karan says she takes the MetaPWR salt. Yes, I do that too. Taking it with the recharge and VMG. Sorry, I didn't go through all your comments. Oh, Kate said she used to take liquid IV too. Yeah, and then we had so much, right, when it came out that you didn't want to throw it away. I ended up giving them all away. And it had a ton of sugar, the liquid IV. Magnesium supports muscle recovery, muscle cramping. Kanan said her son had the flu last week, and this was amazing. I did too, Kanani, 2 weeks ago, and I drank so much of this because I was constantly dehydrated. Liza said last time Shane was down, he swore by this product. Sherlyn is drinking hers now. Cheers, Sherlyn, because I'm drinking mine too. Wake you up. I have to stay awake, right? Okay. Supports the body well for viruses. Supercharged, says Bernice. Um, Loving the MetaPWR soft gels. Lemon lime recharge with VMG and collagen. Tastes like lihimui? I guess so, because the lemon lime does have that kind of taste. Okay, Felicia's gonna order more recharge. Yay! She ran out, and she would take it in the afternoon as her pick me up too. Kate's gonna add it in her daily water after her workout. Good job at working out every morning, Kate. Um, Liza said she's gonna start adding recharge to her morning cocktail of VMG and collagen. Drinking a gallon of water a day, but not adding recharge. Yeah, don't you notice you just go shishi plenty and then, but I feel thirsty still when I just drink water. Let's see. Pre-measuring water for the day. Okay, that's Bernice. She's gonna pre-measure her water for the day. My mom does that too. She has them in glasses. Um, let's see. Yeah. Oh, Shirley said she's taking it now as it'll keep her awake. Yes, me too. Jan used to do liquid IV in her family, and she said she's going to reintroduce recharge into her routine. Yeah, Jan, and save money and less sugar. Okay. Um, that's it. Thank you for your thank yous. And yeah, go get yourself some recharge if you don't have any.
Mahalo, Ray. That was so great. I feel like I knew most of that, but as usual, it's always great to reconnect with information. And there were definitely some things that I learned that were new and that I feel like stuck. One thing I want to remind everybody is I wanted to go back to a couple of these slides. And maybe I went too far at this point. Was this focus though? Maybe it was one of these graphs on the MetaPWR blend. I know what it was. And this idea that doTERRA really wants us to embrace is that these are products, high quality supplements that are powered by essential oils. And that is something that sets us apart. Our essential oils are what set us apart from any other essential oil company on the market, but also what sets our supplements apart. And so having that MetaPWR blend, having those oils that are in that blend that create that powerful ability for us to help do all the things that's on the left on the graphic, but just to work in synergy together is what gives our products an edge. Just like the wild orange in our omegas, just like the essential oils that are found in our VMG plus. This is really truly what sets us apart and sets our products apart. And so I'm super grateful for tonight. Tonight is the last of our foundational wellness challenge, and we had three core products. We had our vitamin, minerals, and greens, our VMG plus essential oils. We had our oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. I know all of them. Our E Omega plus, our Omega um fatty acids are omega 3s, which goal is to balance the omega 6s that we tend to have an overabundance of. And what we need to really do is find that balance with the omega 3s. We have our PB Restore, which I watched Leadership Today, and Dana Moore taught a whole foundational wellness class in less than a half an hour. And I think we need to actually watch it together because it was so awesome. And I learned more about Restore, but I want to go back to that. But I know she talked about, and I talk a lot about that we have a prebiotic strain in there. We have postbiotics, we have probiotics, and I don't want to misquote, so I'm not going to say how many she said we have of probiotics, and we have 4 different types of bacteriophages. I know I remembered that one. And so those are the 3 core products for our foundational wellness. But we had these bonus products, which is our MetaPWR Advantage Collagen, which Amanda shared about last week, and we had our MetaPWR Recharge Electrolytes. And throughout, so this is my own testimony. I would love for people in the chat to share theirs or a few people to come on. I was crazy consistent during this challenge with all 4 of those products that I just mentioned. But the one product that I can honestly say I maybe took once or twice throughout this entire challenge was the MetaPWR Recharge. And one of the things too was that I did 75 days hard, but 75 hard days. They are hard days. 75 days hard. Sounds so weird when I'm saying it. I only lasted but anyway, we won't talk about that. And I did not, I was drinking a gallon of water a day and I was peeing an insane amount. But kind of to Ray's point, I never, it was almost like the more water I drank, the less hydrated I felt. So I have since backed off of that because I really felt like a gallon was a lot. And I kind of looked into it and I had various people tell me that that was probably like not necessary to drink that much water. Um, but it's really to the quality of the water, right? But the quality of what else you're getting from that water. And so today, Ray really shared all the benefits: the potassium, the sodium, the trace minerals, all of the things, the magnesium that we're getting from the recharge. And so tomorrow I am committing to at least one recharge a day. But honestly, I think it would be super easy to mix it with my VMG collagen cocktail. I used to do that and I don't know why I stopped. Um, and so anyway, that's my success story, but also my next step. And I have to tell you guys, mastering this like minute and a half to 2 minute routine that I have down pat in the morning has just been so awesome. And not just because I feel better, because I do, um, but because it's I also mentally feel better. Like I feel like I start the day winning my day. And lately, if you guys watch my IG, the last couple of weeks I have fallen into some mental like health awareness types of things, get allowing things to like distract me and consume me and like take away from the neutrality that I seek to have in my life so that I can feel good about myself. And this routine has helped me to maintain some semblance of that, even though I feel like kind of spinning in other areas. And so yeah, I really sounds like a lot of you, or well, I know that some people have shared, like Amanda last week shared how she actually takes her collagen and VMG in the middle, like when she gets home from work, like that's her routine because that helps to pump her for the rest of the day. Ray just said her midday is a recharge electrolyte with a Mito 2 Max. Like share the things that work for you so that the rest of us can try them and hopefully have the same success. But for me, that morning routine has been so critical and such a big, like honestly, a huge blessing. So let's see. Yes, Ray, amazing, amazing, amazing presentation. April asked if she can use hydrogenated water. Yes, I would say yes. Like Kanani said, I also drink Kangen water. I have a Kangen water machine and I use that with my VMG plus. I use that and I would absolutely add because the Kangen, although um hydrogenated, it doesn't have that's fine, but it doesn't have those other magnesium, potassium, sodium, right? The trace minerals. So absolutely, I think you would just be enhancing the already better water that you're choosing to drink than tap water or bottled water and so forth. So would love if anybody would be willing to pop on and share a testimony.
I'll do a voice testimony. Sorry, I'm not
Okay.
super good. It's last week was back and forth to Oahu, and that VMG. I went to the VMG because I've been taking the LOV. I went to the VMG and the Restore and the MetaPWR system, the MetaPWR Advantage, and it was just so much easier. And prior to when it first came out, it just wasn't something felt like it wasn't working for me. But when I added the MetaPWR Advantage, somehow or other everything's fine. So I'm really switching to all of those things now, and I've got 1 month left of LLV, um, and the recharge was really, really critical for me in the afternoon. So I loved it all. The wellness challenge was perfect. Thank you, you guys.
For me, I have to do it in the morning. I have to do the VMT plus, and I just have to do it in the morning, or else I don't feel well during the day. So I don't know. Now I'm looking at more.
Thanks
So
for sharing, April. I know we've been in contact, and I agree. I need to do it during the day or in the morning because I just don't feel right, and I don't feel like myself and my energy and my focus. But I also love this idea of layering in protocols throughout the day. But I also like taken is better than not done at all. And so I like the idea that I get the bulk of what I know I need out of the way in the morning. And if I manage to get anything else going, then that's only supporting me more. So thanks, April, for taking part of this challenge.
I'm
And I know
looking
you
at the recharge, and because I believe in hydration, you know. So if it gives me all those benefits, then with my morning routine, I don't see what the problem would be. Because at 70 years old, I need all the help I can get. But I thank you for being patient with me, because I don't know what the hell, I know I bug you all the time. Can you send me the link? And I search all over for it. This is why I was late, besides talking to my great granddaughter. But I really appreciate the Wednesday meetings, because I've learned a lot. Plus, I've been looking into the YouTubes. I've been looking at just everything that doTERRA. And it looks like I'm going to start making my own cleaning solutions. And I'm looking forward to that,
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you
So,
for showing up. And honestly, I say this all the time, and I mean it. Like, this is my job, and I take it seriously because ultimately I want people to find value in their products. And we all believe that that comes with education. So thank you for showing up every Wednesday, even though it's later in California. You made it a priority to come to Oahu for, when Dr. Watts was there and doTERRA was there and you were there visiting your family, but you made it a priority to come and learn. And I think that that's the greatest thing that we could ask from any customers or sharers or builders, is to take advantage of the education and opportunity that doTERRA provides us, and that we aim to provide here. So thank you so
there
much.
are some pretty good educational clips and stories, and, just opening your brain to having more options that's healthier. Because one thing
Yeah.
I don't want to go through what I went through in my past with, all my health issues. But I have to say that since you said, do the VMT, and when we went to the conference, I've been doing it since, and I think I'm hoarding an extra routine, because I'm afraid that, oh shit, what if one month I don't have the money? Shit, I'm on a set income. I'm retired, and I do not plan on going back to work. So, that's my fear, is running out. So, if
Well,
like,
that's probably a good idea to always have a month supply, a backup of anything doTERRA, for sure, especially the things that you rely on. And I can't believe how many people have reached out to me and said, like, I'm obsessed with that VMG, and so is my husband. And like, I just don't feel the same throughout the day if I don't take it. So, if you're on this call and you're like, I don't want to take 4 or 5 products, that's fine. But you have to think about the choices that you're making, what are the most important, and build from there, and and sometimes those might be different, but it's like that old adage that goes, either you pay for, you be proactive in your health and pay for it now, or you'll pay for it later, but in more negative ways. So
good though, yeah, because I take the 3 oil, the oil, when I get up in the morning, and I do them all at the same time as I'm going to go brush my teeth, but then I do all my other stuff after that, and yeah, I just feel like it's necessary. for better health. So I'm
Absolutely.
looking to this recharge, especially if it tastes like lihimoy. I'm all in.
Well, you have to do the Kanani concoction then, first thing in the morning with
Yeah. Oh
uh,
yeah.
BMG and her MetaPWR collagen.
Recharge, the VMG Plus, and the collagen. See, I wrote down the recipe already.
Okay, perfect. So my mom said she always takes VMG and other supplements in the morning, but she still adds recharge and a second half of Restore Deep Blue Poly Bone Nutrient and Turmeric later. And she says she really feels like that positively affects her overall health.
Can
Anybody
you do
else?
more than one recharge?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You could take more than one recharge. Yeah, for sure. Um, there's no, I've never heard of like a limit of what you could take, but for myself, my goal is going to be like I'm drinking half my body weight in water. I have a 40-ounce flask, so I'm going to try to do at least one packet in a 40-ounce flask. I also like to take it when it's more concentrated, uh
yeah.
like like a shot, it like Kanan did, which is funny because I feel like I remember sharing that I did that, and then for whatever reason I just went away from doing it. So
Now,
yeah, you
is there
could,
an age limit? Like, could I give it to my 6-year-old grandson?
absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I would just do it towards taste, for littles. Yeah, I mean for anybody really, right? Like if you like it more strong, put it with less water. If you like a more diluted taste, you can put it with more water. So yeah, absolutely, it's great. If your kids are drinking any kinds of Gatorades or other types of drinks that are not great for them, and
stuff.
recharge is absolutely an alternative for any age.
Content in that stuff. It is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, okay, I guess I gotta go add to my list. You know, my cart keeps getting bigger thanks to you. But anyway, okay. So, I
April.
don't know why this week I had a hard time finding the link. I should
We'll go,
just
yeah, save that one because it never changes for the Wednesday call. It's always the same.
thought I did, but me,
Thanks,
Hey,
everyone. Thanks, April. Thank you guys for jumping on. We appreciate all your love, all your info, your participation. What a great challenge. We are hoping to do more in the future. We have other ideas on how to expand our knowledge, our learning with more products, maybe even a sleep challenge. That's kind of what we've been talking about. So just stay tuned. Lots of education. You're always welcome to jump on every single Wednesday uh, because we have great things in store. So
very
mahalo, everyone. Mahalo for being
Oh,
on. Liza has one more thing to
yeah,
share.
I do have one more thing to share. And just a reminder that everything is posted and uploaded to our YouTube page. But if you are a builder or a sharer, I want you to go right now to this. And if you're not, you're more than welcome. I don't know what it would look like on the customer end of it. But if you're one of my customers, you might get some of this education sent to you. This is a new app that I learned about today. It is absolutely free. It is from Kyle and Kirsten Kirschbaum. They've actually are their presidential diamonds. They have lived on Oahu for quite a while in the North Shore. But this is a free app that they have developed. I have barely scratched the surface of it, but I am so excited about it because I really think that this is something that I've always wanted in doTERRA and been overwhelmed with. I feel like I have a decent system in terms of supporting customers via text message and email, but this really is a CRM too built in. So, a customer relationship management system to help you to keep track of like the touches that you have with customers. Um, you can send and put people into funnels of education, but you are communicating with them directly. So it's like some of it is, you know, obviously pre-done education, which is fine, though it's no different than you sending them, you know, YouTube link and so forth. So I want you all, if you're to download this app, and it helps you to create like your own like landing page. And then you're going to go ahead once you've downloaded it and start. Let me pull it up, open it real quick. I literally just did this today and I just started, but you're going to go to the coaching tab. And I would recommend starting at the app tutorials and go through the app tutorials, because that is going to walk you through how you utilize the app. And every week, I would love for us to share in our business groups, in our WhatsApp business groups, in our Facebook business group, and here on the weekly team call about how we're using it and how it's going for us. There is a paid version, but from my understanding, the free version is like, you can do like 80% of the things. And I would just start there. And so if you have any team members that are not on this call, please be sure to share this with them. But I really, really am excited for this. Like, I cannot express how excited I am for this platform in our businesses. So, like Kanani said, thanks for joining us. We're going to continue to bring education. So stay tuned for more opportunities for that. And then also with leadership happening this week, we will definitely start sharing some of the up and coming things that are happening with the business side of things as well. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. Bye.